Hi team, I hope you're all well. Today I am going to be doing a reading your assumptions about me video. If you didn't know, tomorrow is my birthday. Not tomorrow when I'm filming this, but tomorrow when you're watching this, if you're watching it on the 3rd of December. And I'm very, very excited, and I thought I'd do a read your assumptions video for you guys. So about, when did I ask the question on Twitter? I asked it on the 2nd of November. I asked you guys for your assumptions about me so I could read them out and let you know the answer to them, basically. So let's go ahead and do that. I will go through these just basically in the order that they are on Twitter, and I will be looking at my phone, and I will pop the assumptions up here and let you know my thoughts on them. So Bev has said, I assume you prefer chocolate over crisps. You are correct. I am a sweet, not a savoury fan. I will eat crisps, but I do prefer chocolate over crisps. You enjoy board games. Also correct. Monopoly is my favourite. It's my favourite board game of all time. Absolutely love it. Struggle with Cluedo. Not sure why that is. Probably because I'm shit at murder mystery, so I would never figure it out. And you hate being cold. Also true. I do hate being cold, but what's funny is I would rather be cold trying to get warm than warm trying to get cold. Like, I hate being too warm. Really do hate it. I'm always cold anyway. Like, my hands are usually very cold, and my ears and my nose, and my toes as well. So I do sort of, I don't know what the reasoning is behind that. Is it like a lack of blood flow or something? I do struggle with getting sort of like the tips of my body, if you like, warm. So I'm always cold, but I'm not a big fan of it. But winter is my favourite month of the year, favourite season of the year. So I don't know what that is all about, but I don't know. I'm a winter baby, obviously, so maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Pris assumes that I love her the most. Pris, you would be correct. I do love you the most. Brooke assumes that I'm a loyal friend who would do anything for my mates. I would. However, this has gotten me in trouble in past years, and I am trying to get better at using the word no. We'll see how that goes. I don't like saying no to my friends because I love them and I want to do what I can to help them where I can, but I also don't like being shit on. So, you know, just gotta do what's good for you. I have over the years been shit on too much by friends, so I am trying to be a bit more cautious, and my mental health kind of makes that a thing. Anyway, I don't see many of my friends anymore. I mean, we're in the middle of a pandemic anyway, so nobody's seeing many of the friends anymore, but I don't, even before the pandemic, I used to be a huge social butterfly, and now I am not. I am a huge ball of social anxiety, so I don't go out much anymore. So I don't see many of my friends. The friends I do still see are like my ride or die friends, essentially. So for those people, yes, I would go to the ends of the earth for 100%. Brooke also assumes I am a homebody who really enjoys being in my own space. You are correct, 100%. And Brooke also assumes I feel a lot of pressure on BookTube but still love it. Yes, basically. Yes, this is true. Rebecca assumes I am either incredibly laid back or incredibly stressed and there's no in between. I would say that is correct. I used to be incredibly laid back and that was it. Like, I wouldn't get stressed about anything. To the point, which is when I was doing my degrees, which was really bad, to be fair. Like, I should have been getting stressed. Well, nobody should be getting stressed about anything, but the way it works, I probably should have been getting stressed and I never did. I was obviously not putting enough work in. But now, these days, I spend a lot more time being stressed than I do laid back. But when I get my laid back days, boy am I laid back. I could be horizontal. But yeah, there's no in between. I'm either extremely laid back or extremely stressed. Rebecca is correct. Jodie assumes I've enjoyed reading since I was a child. Jodie, you are wrong, my babe. I hated reading when I was younger. I don't know what it was. For some reason I thought it was a chore. I just thought there were better things I could be doing. So bear in mind I actually grew up as a 90s baby. I was born in the 80s but with only 27 days of the year left. So I grew up as a 90s baby, and us 90s babies used to go out and play on the street with our friends, or go out and play on the street with our friends. So we didn't spend a lot of time indoors. We weren't on PlayStations much, we weren't on, you know, Game Boys much, we weren't on the computer much. Growing up, we were out getting dirty, playing in puddles and in the mud and playing tig or whatever with our mates out on the street. So I wasn't spending to me, reading a book indoors was a waste of time, which obviously that is not the case, and I know that now, but I would have rather have been out with my mates. Basically that's what it is. So I mean, it's done me no harm. I have probably wasted a lot of years not reading, so but I'm catching up. But listen, I've got the rest of my life to be reading. No, yeah, I didn't read much as a child. There were several books that I had. I have collections of the Beatrix Potter books from when I was a kid. I've got collections of the Winnie the Pooh books from when I was a kid. I've got a massive bind up of the Paddington Bear books from when I was a kid that apparently I've scribbled all over in pencil, because apparently books were colouring books to me when I was a kid. But I've got like the Famous 5 books, I've got like the Secret 7 books, the bind-ups of them. My mum and dad tried so hard, but I was having none of it because I just wanted to go and play with my mates. So yeah, I didn't grow up as a reader at all. I really got into reading when I was around about 18 years old. So yeah, sorry about that, Jodie. Anna assumes I'm the sweetest ever, but people better hide when they do something that triggers a bad temper. Yeah, I can. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a nasty person, I wouldn't say I'm a nasty person anyway, but if you piss me off, you'll know about it. Trust me, you will know about it. But I do like to think I'm kind of sweet normally. But if you hurt somebody I love, or you do something that winds me up, you'll know about it. More so if you hurt somebody I love. If you hurt me, I tend to just sort of take it on the chin a little bit and just whimper at home and then just get over it, because I can't hold a grudge to save my life. Honestly, I struggle so much with it because it takes so much effort. If you see the person in person, God, it's so difficult. I cannot hold a grudge to save my life. But if you hurt a person I love, I will take that grudge to my grave. Trust me, I'll take it to my grave, 100%. I assume, Anna also assumes, many people feel you're the best friend ever, but you go hard on yourself and tend to feel the worst. Yep. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I think I have different groups of friends. One of my main friendship groups is a group of 3 sisters. So there are 3 of them, one of me. I have a brother, obviously. I've never had sisters, but growing up, they were my sisters. So I met these girls when we moved to their street. We moved in next door when I was 4 years old. So the eldest was 4 years old, same age as me. The middle one was 2 years old, same age as my brother, and the youngest was 1. So I've known these girls basically all of my life, and we are still best friends to this day. I'm coming up 31 and we're still best friends to this day. So like 26 years we've known each other, and 26 years we've known each other, and we are the best of friends, but I constantly feel like the worst. Similarly with another friendship group that I have that's with my brother and my sister-in-law, we have a friendship group of, I can't remember how many of us there are now. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 including myself, 8. We do have a new member. One of our members got a partner and they've been with them for a while now. So yeah, there's like 8 of us, plus now 2 kids, and we've gone through a lot with each other over the years, and we're very, very close, and I love them dearly, but I just constantly feel like the worst. I do put a lot of pressure on myself to constantly be in contact with friends. I feel like if you're not constantly in contact with them, you are a shit friend, which is not the fucking case at all. And I know that because all of my best friends are constantly in contact with me. Like with the girls, we are not constantly in contact with each other, but we know if we ever needed anything that we would be there for each other, like 100%. I'm a good friend either way. I like to think I'm a good friend either way anyway. And it also assumes I run to help the ones I love. Yes, I do, 100%. I would drop everything to help the ones I love if they needed it. Maya and her books assumes I'm one of those aunts who loves their nephew or nieces a lot. I do. My nephew is my whole world. If you didn't know, my brother and my sister-in-law, I've just got one brother, he's younger than me, he's 29. He'll be 30 next year, which makes me feel super old. But there's only like 21 months between us, so there's like a period of time now, this is the period of time where there's only a year between us, so he's 29 and I'm 30, but obviously on my birthday I'll turn 31, and then there's like 2 years between us, so there's only 21 months between us, and honestly it was the best age gap my parents could have managed, because we're best friends. Like, me and my brother are best friends. I would literally die for him. He is my hero, he's my everything. He was my number one until his son came along, and unfortunately Thomas has bumped my brother off the number one spot. But Thomas is my, I can't tell you how much I love that boy, honest to God. I love him with the whole of my heart. Everything he does, just every time I see him once a week at the moment because of lockdown. They are my support bubble. I see him approximately once a week. On occasion Tara might bring him here, but I love him with the whole of my heart, and every time I see him he just seems to be growing. He's only 5 months old at the moment. He was born during the pandemic, and he's just incredible. He blows my mind every single time, and I just love him so much. I didn't think I could love a person more than I love my brother, but it turns out I can. So I just love him so much. I don't think I could ever love a child more, unless obviously they had another. I don't think I would necessarily love that child more than Thomas, but I don't think I could love a child more. Maybe, probably if I had my own, but that's probably not going to happen. So yes, I love my nephew with every fibre of my being. How many of these have we got to go? Jesus Christ, I never shut up. Tilly assumes that my favourite colour is purple. Honestly, my favourite colour is black, and I love the colour blue, but purple is up there 100%. I do love the colour purple. It's a beautiful, beautiful colour. I love the combination of like a night sky with the black, blue and purple. I think that's what it is. I love that combination. It's just beautiful. Tilly assumes my favourite author is Lindsay Kelk. You would assume correct. I love Lindsay Kelk. She's the person that kind of, I read Twilight and I read 50 Shades, but Lindsay Kelk's the person that really got me to fall in love with reading, 100%. Tilly assumes that I don't like coffee. You assume correct. And you assume that my favourite genre of books is romance. Yes, it is. You are correct. Catherine assumes I participated in a contemporary-based readathon. Did I do that this year? I can't remember, but I really want to. There are a few. So I know the Smutathon, which I really want to take part in, and I don't know. I'm going to keep my eye open for them next year, because I really do want to take part in more contemporary-based readathons. Most of them tend to be like fantasy-based, so I would like to take part in a more contemporary-based one. I mean, to be fair, no, yeah, I was going to say I'm doing 'Tis the Season-a-thon in December, but I've still got fantasy on that list. Shannon assumed I was younger than 30. Thank you so much. I wish. Actually, no, I don't. Well, yeah, no. I don't know. But thank you. She also assumes I am happy in a relationship. No, girl, I am not happy in a relationship. I'm not unhappy in a relationship. I'm just not in a relationship. I am single. Very single. But funny story, actually, my brother was asking me the other day when I went round for tea, so am I on any dating sites at the moment? Have I been on any dates recently? Blah, blah, blah. And this went on for about 5 minutes. And I thought, he must be joking. Like, we're in the middle of a pandemic. He must be joking, surely. So this went on for about 5 minutes until eventually he, like, properly looked at me and was like, so? And I was like, dude, we're in a pandemic. And he was like, oh shit, Yeah, no dating sites, no dating sites. I was like, duh. I hate dating sites anyway. I think they're fucking shit. I hate them. I can't think. I've been on them for so long, and I'm not saying that the experiences I've had on them have been shit. The dates I've had from them haven't been shit by any means, but I've had some terrible experiences on dating sites. I fucking hate them so much. When the pandemic is over, I will not be going back to them. That's the be all and end all. So yeah, no, I'm single. You assume I'm a real homegirly as well. Yes, I am. And you assume my favourite season is autumn. Very, very close. My favourite season is winter, only because it's my birthday in winter and I fucking love Christmas. Christmas is my favourite holiday of the year. So it's winter, but autumn is extremely close. If we didn't have a thing such as Christmas and I got to spend that time with my family, it would be autumn. So yeah, pretty much. Rosalind assumes I like romance books and enjoy drinking tea. I love romance books and I enjoy drinking fruit tea. I don't drink any other kind of tea, but fruit tea, yes. Nikki assumes I already have my Christmas tree up. She sent that on the 2nd of November. On the 2nd of November? No. But now, yes. My tree has been up for 2 weeks. So yeah, I love my Christmas tree. At the time of the video, my tree will have been up for 3 weeks. Just saying. Lindsay assumes I'm the sweetest person ever and always put others before yourself. Thank you so much, Lindsay. I cannot attest to the sweetest person ever thing, but yes, I always put others before myself. My self will always be at the bottom of the list, which I am trying very, very hard to stop doing and trying to put myself first a lot more. It's very, very difficult, but I do need to do that. Mental health, but yeah, I do try and put myself first a bit more, but it doesn't happen very often. People tend to come before me very, very regularly. And Fallon, the last person, has assumed I'm a tea over coffee drinker. Yes, but only fruit tea. I don't drink any other kind of tea. I don't drink coffee at all. I do keep trying, but I just don't like it. You assume I'm a breakfast, lunch, tea person, not dinner. I am a breakfast, lunch or tea. I'm a breakfast, lunch or dinner tea person. So I do say tea, I don't say dinner for my evening meal. But in the afternoon, I will either say lunch or dinner. It just depends on how I feel. But yes, I am from the north of England, so we say tea up here. Yeah. I assume you'd be the friend that sorts out all the drama and calls the bullshit when need be. Yes, I am the mother when I go out with my friends. I don't drink much these days. I used to. I get myself in a lot of trouble. I broke my wrist once drunk, and I've done my ankle in once when drunk. I have got myself in a lot of trouble, not only with my friends, but with my parents drunk, so I don't drink much anymore. I would just rather not have the 3-day hangover, and I would rather go home to my own bed. My friends all live miles and miles away from me, so I go out to them, and I would just rather come home to my own bed, so I drive these days. But I have always kind of been the mother goose of the group. No matter what group I go out in, I will always call people out and make sure everyone gets home safe and all of that bullshit. Always. And you assume I vote biscuit over cake. You assume wrong, unfortunately, Fallon. I love cake. Fucking love cake. I do enjoy a good biscuit, but I love cake. And I will always pick cake over biscuit, 100%. Always, always. So, those are your assumptions. Thank you so much for writing in with those. I really, really appreciate it. I had a really good time with those. They were so fun. I have done a Q&A before, and that was a lot of fun as well. I might do another one of those soon. But yeah, I had fun with this one. This one was good. You guys are so cute as well, assuming that I'm the sweetest person and the greatest friend. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that you assume that. I do try my best. But yeah, I had a great time. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Do let me know if you've got any more assumptions in the comments down below, because I would like to do this again. So let me know if you've got any more assumptions in the comments down below. Let me know if you're shocked about any of those. I mean, most of them, people have got their assumptions right, but there were a couple, like the reader from being a child and the biscuit and cake situation. Let me know if you were shocked about any of them. If you got to the end of this video, drop me a balloon in the comments down below. I fucking love balloons. They're my favourite thing ever. If you ever had an assumption about that, let me know. I love balloons so much. I regularly will just buy myself a balloon for the sake of buying myself a balloon. It makes me feel very happy. It gives me the same feeling as buying a book does. So I'm not sure why. I am literally Winnie the Pooh, I swear to God. So yeah, I love balloons, but this year has meant that my card shop that I regularly go to support, because it's a small business, to buy my balloons, has been shut for the majority of the year. So I haven't been able to get any. I am hoping to get some for my birthday, but I'm pre-filming this a week early and the shop is still shut because we're still in lockdown. So I am hoping that they will be open next week and I can go and get myself a balloon. But yeah, leave me a balloon emoji in the comments down below if you got to the end of this video. If you want to find me elsewhere on socials, please check them out down below in the description box. My Patreon, Twitter, Instagram, and is there anything else? Goodreads is down below in the description box, and I shall see you next time. Bye for now.